Woo! Hi everyone, it's Dab. Welcome back to my channel. And today, let's talk about music, alright? It's been a while, it's been forever since I've last dropped one of these videos. Now, did you see the excitement that I had on my face at the start of the video? And do you know why that is? Now, my friends, let me tell you, there's an upcoming album called Qubit by a band called Qubit. So it's a self-titled album, but it's also in a very clever way, which I'll be touching on in a bit. And I guess essentially the reason why I want to make this video is one, I love music, of course. Two, I want to talk about this band and everything, and provide you with a little bit of context regarding the members. Yeah, pretty much regarding the members, that's more than enough. And also, I'll just sort of act as an enabler here and provide you guys with some of the material that you can go and look and like further investigate yourselves. Basically, doing a bit of hype watch here before the album drops in order to feel less, I guess, excited to the point where it hinders your other activities, you know what I'm saying? Just to quell the thirst, sort of. And so, with that said, let's get straight into it. Okay, so let's check out the first piece here on subreddit r/Dalco. 7 months ago. Well, this band formed 7 months ago in last April. New band Qubit, led by Dalco Launchies. This is a 5-member band. Or can you say 5 piece? Okay, I'm not sure what is the accurate word here. So the 5-member band led by Miss Dalco, of course. This is Miss Dalco. And this is on the left has to be Seiichi Nagai, one of my favorite Japanese guitarists like ever. And this is next to him is Mr. Kazuya Oi, I think, which I don't. He plays the drum for this project. I don't know much about him beforehand, before this band, but I think he's alright. We are gonna be checking a bit on him later. This guy is oh shoot, I forgot the name. We will look up later these two guys. But just to give you guys a little bit of context, even though this band is a newly formed band, the separate individuals here have been cooking music as their own musical project for a while now. In case of Mr. Seiichi Nagai, one of my favorite people here, he's been a part of a band called Sotai Seiriron, which is also one of my favorite Japanese bands of all time. Like, it's not even close. That's why, like, literally his appearance in this band just instantly gets me hooked. And also, like, I'm sorry I have not touched on Miss Dalco at all, but she's also one of my favorite vocalists when it comes to like the Japanese music scene, I guess. And more specifically the Japanese pop side of things. Even though like I have not had any of her albums that I hold in like super high regards or anything like that, right? I still think that she's an amazing vocalist, and once she really cooks up a beat or like an insane track, it goes hard, it goes insane, and like at the very least, you must have heard of Dalco in the track Uchihage Hanabi, right? Because that track literally has Kenshi Yonezu, because like the dude is so popular that therefore the track is popular, like back in 2017 or something like that. The dude was popping up, therefore like I think everyone must have heard the track, so you know who Dalco is and what she sounds like. But yeah, essentially really just hype stuff for me. So yeah, that's it, I guess, for the first piece. I just want to I guess put it here and comment a little bit on that. Basically, some of my favorite people in the music field are in this band, and you guys can check on the article itself. I'm not gonna do that here. Let's move on to the next thing which is this YouTube video, I guess. Qubit first album, Qubit teaser. Now, if you can see this comment right here, Qubit, I get it. Okay, so a little bit of a Japanese lesson right here for those who don't know Japanese. Q. This thing is, I guess, written as Q in katakana, and the number 9 is pronounced Q in Japanese. So basically, this is a self-titled album, but like stylized in a really smart and clever way, which, I'm all for it. I love wordplay. Like, wordplay makes life more colorful and enjoyable, because like, just imagine a life where there's no like sarcasm, no like wordplay, and stuff like that. Well, I know for a fact that Japanese doesn't have the same kind of sarcasm that Westerners do have, but they have their own kind of humor and their own kind of wordplay. Well, at least the wordplay, the Japanese wordplay, I can tell you, is top tier, freaking top tier. And wordplay is literally why I love the band Sotai Seiriron that I've just mentioned briefly about earlier so much, which I think I should dedicate a whole ass video to the band because of how amazing that band is. Literally, this video is an excuse for me to shield the band. But again, I'm not gonna bloat this video up too much. It's gonna be like more efficient to talk about the band in a separate video. Anyways, the star of the show here is still this band. So Mr. Sonic is the newly dropped single. Okay, let me pop up Spotify real fast, and then Qubit. Right, so they have got 3 lead singles. The first one is GAD, so really like a rap. I wouldn't say rap, but I wouldn't classify it any other way. It's like a rap, sort of rock, electronic fusion. It's so eclectic and so fun, and the melodies are so catchy, and it's just grippy and captivating, engaging listen. And then we have Fast Life. Like, it has a bit of like a jazzy flavor to it. It has like quite a few I say beat switches, if I can even say that. I don't know. It feels random, but then everything is tied together so well. The vocal performance is cute. It's cute. It's catchy. It's beautiful. The beat is just insane. And then we have Mr. Sonic, which is like the freshest out of the 3, which is currently my favorite. This track is just kind of like a really well done pop tune, and like the guitar tone on this is so similar to that of Sotai Seiriron that this might as well be a Sotai Seiriron, sorry, it might as well be a Sotai Seiriron track. But and I ironically think that this could be something that the band would make. And yeah, pretty much 3 tracks. We got 3 tracks to jam to until the album release in a few days. So if you are interested in this band, be sure to give these 3 songs a go. And I think I'm going to be reviewing this album too. Of course, for obvious reasons, I cannot play the music. I don't want to get absolutely blasted by the DMCAs. Anyways, so we have 9 tracks for this album. And check this out. That's all I can say. Literally, there's not much I can say if you haven't heard the teaser. So I'm going to just leave. I think I will leave the links to every of the things that I have talked about in this video in the description, so you have the liberty of checking stuff out yourself. All right. Hopefully that's good enough. And okay, that's pretty much the surrounding context of this band and this album that I want to talk about. So let's be taking a look at the member lineup. All right. So, members, Naoko, okay, you can read on her. It takes a few Google search. I'm not going to extensively cover her. It's going to take forever. And then, okay, Seichi Nangai. I've talked about him, about how I love him, earlier, right? He is one of my absolute favorite guitarists in the Japanese music scene, and probably one of my just favorite guitarists in general. The way he plays is just so, it doesn't sound crazily technical, but it really is, like, because some of the melodies that he plays, it's just so fast, right? So fast, but it sounds so smooth and so mastered over. I don't even know what else to say. I'm not that knowledgeable uh, about music, the theoretical stuff, the theoretical side of things, but I'm trying to learn because I'm trying to cook some music. You know what I'm saying? That's how much I love music. I just, not only do I love consuming, I also love giving back by creating. I'm not sure the kind of genre that I want to like dabble in on as of now, but probably like hip hop, because hip hop beat cooking seems like so much fun. And once you have got like all the theory down, you can just basically grab like a MIDI keyboard and start cooking. You can cook some really goofy stuff at first, but like who gives a damn, right? It's just about having fun. Um, but yeah, pretty much that's all I'm gonna let you in on right now. I can't just basically casually dropping every like future goals and intentions of mine to you. It's no fun that way. But that's only a fragment of things, a fraction, not fragment, a fraction of things. Um, okay, what else do I want to talk about? This man is great. You should look him up. All the names are here. You guys can check out for yourselves. Okay, so Masato Suzuki. I don't really know this person, but I think he plays in like a jazz band. I don't know Cordiary. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but it's like I think it's a really really small label. I would say. I don't know who the bassist is, but just based off of solely the fact that we have Dalco and my favorite guitarist in one single group, I'm more than charitable to check this album out, even though we have like a lesser known figure here. And let's not be too, I guess, assertive on that statement, because as we all know, this is like a Western outlet site here. So all the information we see here is purely from a like an Westerner standpoint, because there's no, if you really want to look up the Japanese scene, that you're gonna be looking in the Japanese sites, like the Japanese network, okay? Not here. But this is still like a really great starting point for those who can't speak Japanese and wants to like just mess around, I guess, and find out. Okay, this guy, I think he contributes quite a bit to the band in like the uh electronic sounding aspect of things, because as you can see here, the genres that he makes music in consists of glitch pop and progressive electronic, which you should check out this album. Sonalisa. Sorry, no. Sonal I'm stupid. I'm sorry, guys. But this album, I have not finished it, but it's really interesting. And, like, especially the production is so liquidy and it's fluid. It's, like, so good. That's all I want to say as far as, like, the genre of electronic music goes. This is pretty much like as good as it gets level of production, at least in my personal opinion. It is. So, except for the bassist, who I don't know much about, pretty much everyone here is an insane, like, monster themselves. So, I guess the other one here is the drummer, Kazuya Oi. Kazuya Oi is not really someone I know, but it takes only one search on YouTube for a video featuring this guy pops up, and it's even in English. So it's like so uh easy to you know, fish out some info regarding this guy without having to like get balls deep in the Japanese websites. But anyways, let's read the description here. A talented drummer for Dats. Oh shit, Dats, not Dat Boy. And Yael, and a highly skilled track maker. Kazuya Oe has the ability to create songs with a unique atmosphere and groove by adding electro elements to drums. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? I really love when people try to electrify uh, the instruments or the music. It's so cool. I just love that. I personally love that in music. Okay. In collaboration here, he has created a song entitled Trilocation and has released a special performance video featuring circuit tracks, Launchpad Pro, Launch Key, and Summit to partner the track. Okay, so I've heard this track. It's a really fun little track, and it has like some really nice, I wouldn't call it that, but whatever, break core quote unquote flavor towards the end, which I really love. It kind of showcases him playing drums, and it seems like he can play stuff, even though this is more like a simple setup here. But he's like more like a talented multi instrumentalist that has decided to only contribute to the drums in the Qubit project, and that for me, I think that's okay. That's fine. Like, you don't have to take care of everything, considering how stacked the the rest of the lineup already is. And yeah, pretty much that's everything regarding the members. You can check them out. Should you feel interested? This is holy shit. This page is like all blank. That's so funny. But you can check out Das or Yayel. I personally checked out this album like before making this video. Specifically this one. Like, this album gets one note really fast, but like the wall of sound and the texture, it's impressive. It's just that the vocal performances and the melody ideas get old kind of faster than I expected, and it's reflected here. 3.14 over 16 ratings. It's not like a insanely interesting project or whatever, but I guess the last thing I want to shill here is this band, Sotaisei. Oh shit, I mistakenly added an extra I. Okay, here we go. Sotaisei Riron. Let's just call this like an indie pop band for simplicity. Indie rock / pop. They kind of dabble in the art pop, field a little, and the output's just nothing but amazing. As you can see right here, the stuff that I have rated, you've got their debut album masterpiece, Sotaisei, no, I'm sorry, Hi-Fi Shinsho, which translates to Hi-Fi Anatomia in English. It doesn't make no sense. Shinsho is like a small type of magazine or like paper, something you read, if I'm not mistaken. And it's weird that the English, I would say, localization is nothing alike. But as you can see here, 2.2K ratings, almost 2.3K, 3.72. This one is no slouch. Check it out. Synchronicity is the name of this one. A little bit less reviewed or rated because only 5 reviews. Speaking of which, I will be reviewing some of these albums in the future and probably make a whole ass video essay on this band just because of how amazing the band is. Like, Seichi Nagai is a brilliant guitarist, and Miss Etsuko it's actually Yakushimaru Etsuko in Japanese. It's kind of the order of last name and first name is kind of inverted in English, but whatever. Anyways, like, the whole discography output has been kind of modest, as you can see here, but also every one of these albums, is so quality that you just can't get enough of. Like, when will they release another album? It's been 7 years after all. But yeah, okay, that's enough shilling for one day. Enough shilling for one day. I'm so tired talking so long and fast. But yeah, that's basically it. The band, the music, everything itself. I'm super excited. I'm so happy. This album seems to be this album is, I guess what I'm let me go back. Okay. This album is highly likely for me a top tier album, album of the year contender alongside, I guess, the 5-digit titled album from the metal avant-garde metal band Liturgy. I love me some metal, especially that album. It's amazing. As well as Scaring the Host and this one. But this one hasn't dropped yet. But from the looks of the teaser, I think it's gonna fucking go hard. It's gonna be absolutely banging. Like, I have no doubt. So let me see what else. So yeah, hopefully this one will be my album of the year because, like, I mean, giving it to J-Pack Mafia is just so obvious, right? Because J-Pack is a god. Peggy is a god. And like, top that with Danny Brown's personality. Yeah, I really need to check out Quarenta. Right? Yeah. I really need to check out this one too, as well as the Andre 3K one, the Andre Jazzy album. Well, that's kind of interesting. But yeah, that's all. That's everything I would like to talk about. Super excited about this band. I love music so much, and the lineup is so stacked, like Avengers level of stacked right here. I just don't want this album to fail. I want it to be my album of the year simply because, like, how much I love some of these members in the group. And also this year, 2023, has been so backloaded. Like, I was like straight up sleeping through the first half, and then in the second, I'm just like bombarded, like just freaking assaulted with good album after album after album after album. It's just banger after banger, track for track stuff, which is amazing because that's what music is about. This year has been like a really sleeper build type of year for music. And oh shit, this video has been 25 minutes. I'll stop it here. You guys know what to do. Go check this band out. And if you like the kind of content that I'm doing here, consider subscribing. I'm trying to build a community. I'm trying to get to 100 subs here. I'm trying to create a gang, okay? A gang of like-minded people where we can just, I guess, hang out somewhere. The Discord server, I guess. Discord sounds really grim. But basically, we can exchange information, discuss in a civil and not stupid, low IQ way. Of course, about the things we like, not just limited to music. But yeah, I'm gonna stop this video here. And it's been Dat Boy. It's been fun hype watching. It's been fun looking at the info and stuff. And you guys can go check those things out for yourself. I'll be linking them in the description. And I love y'all. Thanks for sticking out. Sorry, not sticking through till the end with me. And yeah, Dat Boy signing out. Ciao.